Today's video is going to be a bit ranty, so bear with me. I didn't write a script for this, there was something I wanted to talk about. First off, the catalyst for this is the recent change in level up experience past prestiging. They flattened it out in the recent patch to make it so that after your first prestige, which happens when you break level 100, it used to be the case that the first 23 levels would come really fast. What this caused some players to do would be to grind up to a prestige point, whether that be 100, 200 or 300, and then just stop playing until an upcoming seasonal event. They did this to try to get a ton of these seasonal special loot boxes very quickly. But again, the result was them first binging, which they probably didn't necessarily want to do, and then second, stop playing to maximize this loot box acquisition. So in response to this, Jeff Kaplan came out, there was a thread asking why they nerfed this, what was the purpose behind it, and what he said was that the overall experience change should be a benefit to the player base. Had this change been in effect for the Halloween Terror event, we would have been giving out more loot boxes. More players would have gotten more stuff. Now, the second part of his response, though, was to the, as expected, accusations that the only reason Blizzard did this was because they wanted you to spend more money on loot boxes. To that point, he said, this change has nothing to do with the desire on our part to drive more or less interest in loot box sales. This change is to prevent players from binge behavior or halting play, and to prevent players who are not close to prestiging from feeling like they somehow missed out on bonus items. So I'm going to speak to 2 points here. First of all, while there is truth to what he's saying, it goes deeper than what he's willing to talk about here. First off, what I want to say is it's not necessarily true that they're not doing this to make more money, because in a sense they are. I don't think that was their initial intent when redesigning this. They don't want you to make your playing decisions or to stop playing the game at any point because of some perceived advantage to try to maximize your loot boxes. But they don't want you to do that because they want you playing their game. Because they do want your money. You know, there's a lot of great people that I've met at Blizzard over the years, and I respect and appreciate and love many of those people as people. But ultimately, Blizzard is a company. They're not a charitable organization. The goal is to make money, and I'm sure none of you would argue that point. Sometimes I see people bring up this this notion that Blizzard's made enough money, so they shouldn't be trying to push anything else. Listen, businesses aren't looking to fucking break even, okay? They're looking to make a profit, and they're looking to maximize that profit. And when a game is getting continuous support over the years, there's a lot of money that goes into that. So you bet your ass Blizzard's trying to get your money. You bet your ass they want you to spend more money on loot boxes. Whether that was the immediate reason behind changing this leveling curve, maybe they're in their mind, they weren't saying, oh, we're gonna do this so that they have to spend money on loot boxes. A, nobody has to fucking do anything for cosmetic items. And B, the desire to have you not stop playing is just the same as the desire to have you spend money. Because if you stop playing their game for whatever reason, you might stop thinking about it, or you might fill your time with playing another game, which could possibly pull you away from coming back to Overwatch. And that is a big no-no. Blizzard wants you thinking about and playing Overwatch as constantly as possible. Because they don't want to make you step away from the game. And they want you to care about loot boxes because they want you to buy it. Why? Because that's the only way they're going to continue to support this game over the coming years. This doesn't mean that every person working at Blizzard is just some evil money maniac. Not that I think it's evil to care about money, because fucking this is the society we live in and we need money to survive. I don't know about you guys out there, but I got plenty of bills to pay and I'm trying to save for my future, so yeah, money's important. But point being, I don't think everyone working at Blizzard, or even Jeff Kaplan himself, I don't have any issues with any of them, but they want this game to be successful, and they make a successful game by making a game that people enjoy playing and have fun with, but that ultimately they have to make more money in one way or another. They're not just gonna run it dry until, well, we've used up all the Overwatch revenue that we got from launch, so guess we could stop supporting it now. Of course not. And I think it's also important to keep in mind, like, just to the level of support that we've gotten already. Just as a quick recap, here's what we've gotten since the game launched on May 24th of this year. We had the addition of competitive play, which that's kind of a write-off because that should have been there at launch, okay? But beyond that, we got our first new hero, Ana. Then there was the Summer Olympics event, which added Lucio Ball and new skins and emotes and all of that. We got another passive new emotes with sit and laugh emotes added for all heroes. heroes. We got the new map Eichenwald, which I still can't pronounce correctly, apologies. We have the Halloween event, which added Junkenstein's Revenge and a bunch of new skins. We had the addition of Sombra that just came through. We had arcade mode with 3 vs 3, 1 vs 1 in the Antarctica map. We have a new map coming in December and a new hero expected early this year. You want to know how much of that stuff you had to pay for? Fucking nothing. You had the initial payment of $60 when you bought Overwatch, but all of this post-launch content has been absolutely free. And certainly a lot of it supported by the millions and millions of dollars that they made at launch, but all of this stuff was worked on by people like you, people like me. And these people are doing their jobs. And at their jobs, they get paid salaries. And that salary money comes from somewhere. And if you want these people to continue to do their job of making all this new stuff and doing this for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, yeah, they're going to need to incentivize us to spend money. And if we're not spending money on all of this new content, if we don't have to spend money on the new heroes, the new maps, the new game modes, and the new skins, if we can unlock them just by playing, if this means that they have this skin system, and if this means that they're going to try to psychologically make you desire these enough to spend money on it, so fucking be it. I'd much rather have a world where some asshole like me spends $200 on skins than them forcing you to buy every one of these content packs like a lot of developers will do. Because again, it costs money to make money. And bottom line is this: as the consumer, you and me, we are getting all of this new stuff for free beyond our base purchase. I spent $60 for what Overwatch was when I bought it. Everything that I've gotten beyond that has all been handed to us without us having to pay. They have this system of skins which has zero impact on the game that people like myself are willing to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'll probably end up spending thousands of dollars on skins over the upcoming years. So if I can spend thousands of dollars so you at home have to spend nothing on the new map or the new hero, it's good for most of the consumers, those who don't want to spend money, and it lets Blizzard continue to make money, which they need to do to continue to support their games and make new games in the future. So yes, Blizzard wants your money, but there's business and practical reasons as to why this is. We could sit and have a conversation about whether or not the $60 that we spend at launch should be enough for them to indefinitely support the rest of the game. But I do truthfully feel that systems like this that have voluntary ways to spend money that have zero impact on the game, that then further fund the future development of them adding new content with heroes, maps, and game modes for the rest of the people who don't want to spend money, I think this is a better system than the alternative of us having to purchase expansion packs and DLC to get said content. For the many of you out there who feel like your $60 was enough as is and you shouldn't have to spend money, I think the great news is that you don't. Many people won't agree. I will get many counterpoints and arguments, and that's cool. We can have a discussion. Just try to keep it civil, yeah? All right, everybody. That's gonna do it for me here today. Force done ranting. I'm trying to keep things more light and fun on my channel recently. This video is not that, but I appreciate you sticking out with me to the end, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.